Good morning and Happy New Year. My name is Len Foy and I am a real estate attorney in Nashua, New Hampshire, and I'm making this very brief video presentation this morning for the purpose of wishing my colleagues and my clients, friends and family members a Happy New Year 2016 from my offices, Foy Law Office, PLLC, and Sunset Settlement Company, LLC. For those of you who have been tuning in regularly to watch these videos, you will know that we did a large volume of videos back in 2014, early 2014. Then we went on a little bit of a hiatus, started making videos again last year, really enjoyed doing them, and now it's 2016 and I'm back at it. I don't have a lot of news to report other than to say that all of the new regulations which have gone into effect in the last several months seem to be, I would say, causing not too much turmoil in our industry. Certainly these regulations have not gone unnoticed, and they have caused, I think, a little bit of disruption because we all became very accustomed to the old forms and the old rules and the old regulations. But it's not quite the Armageddon or the apocalypse, I think, that was predicted by a lot of industry insiders. I have mixed feelings about these regulations. I really feel that at the end of the day, we had a decent set of forms, a decent set of what I would consider to be consumer-friendly regulations. We had a regulatory environment that I think was balanced, not only in favor of consumers, which is important, but also in favor of lenders. I mean, let's face it, we need people to apply for mortgages, but we need banks and mortgage companies to actually make those mortgages available. And if we create an environment, regulatory, legal, or otherwise, which is too hostile to lenders, then lenders will basically pick up their stakes or their sticks and they'll either move into different areas or get out of residential mortgage lending. Some lenders, some major banks have done that with respect to reverse mortgages and other types of products. So I don't think we ever want to create a climate where it's not profitable or desirable for lenders to enter the marketplace and to make mortgage loans. And I think that at times, I think we've teetered on the brink of that, and some of the rhetoric coming out of Washington, I think, has probably, in some parts, created a climate that could be perceived that way. On the other hand, we do need a market where consumers can expect a fair shake and full disclosure, and where they can arrive at the closing with a degree of confidence that the numbers, their figures, are as they were represented. And I remember the bad old days, the Wild West, if you will, of this industry, where people would show up at closings and they would be simply flabbergasted because their closing numbers were $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 more than they had anticipated or expected. We don't want to return to those days because I think it creates not only an awkward environment for real estate closings and results in a lot of panicky consumers, but I also think it lends itself to other things in the marketplace that frankly we want no part of. So that's my editorial comment on these recent changes, popularly known as TRID. We now use a closing disclosure instead of a HUD. Again, I'm nostalgic about the forms that we utilized. I'm nostalgic about the regulations that we observed. I do think that a fair balance had been stricken between lenders who we need to make these loans and the borrowers who we need to protect in these transactions. I'm not sure that we've achieved as good a balance with these regulations, but I will concede that it did not result in the wholesale destruction of our lending environment, which some people had predicted it would. We've all had made the necessary adjustments and accommodations, and we're all in the swing of things and doing a fine job, I think, of making the most of these new laws. What I would also say is that anyone who is considering buying, selling, or refinancing real estate, please consider calling my office. Last year was a wonderful year for us here. Every year seems to be a bit better than the year before. I think we are gradually emerging from the economic downturn, and I'm excited to be a part of that trend. I'm excited to be in this business. I enjoy it very much. And I see real estate as sort of a financial salvation, not only for corporations and wealthy individuals, but for working class people. So I would encourage anyone watching this video to try to develop your own strategy for entering this real estate market and getting a piece of the rock, so to speak, whether it's buying your first home or perhaps buying a multifamily or an investment property or a second home. Consider the merits and advantages to owning real estate, and I hope to encounter you in a real estate transaction very soon. So I'm going to be making an increased number of videos because I think most of the people who have seen these videos know that I enjoy making them very much. And so I'm going to make more of a concerted effort to do them, and I'm looking forward to that, and I hope that you'll view them. They're probably going to be a little bit more condensed. They're not going to be as lengthy, but they're still going to be very informative, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching them and you'll continue to watch them. So, for those of you who are just tuning in, my name is Len Foy. I'm a real estate attorney in Nashua, New Hampshire. I've been practicing law for 20 years. In all that time, I've been handling real estate transactions, and although I've handled myriad other legal issues, real estate transactions have become the focus of my modern day real estate practice. I'm located in Nashua, New Hampshire. We have a satellite office in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. My office handles real estate transactions in 4 New England states, including New Hampshire and Massachusetts primarily, and also Maine and in Rhode Island. I always offer the disclosure that I am not admitted to practice law in Rhode Island. I'm only authorized to conduct real estate transactions there. Furthermore, if you have an interest in contacting my office, again, our phone number is area code 603-598-4030. We also have several other contact numbers, which I'll be providing in future videos. My direct line, I now have a direct line. We have a new phone system, so I'm gonna get as much mileage out of this as I can. My direct line is going to be area code 603-292-3786. My name is Len Foy. My email is LFOY, so L, my first initial, Foy, my last name, at foylawoffice.com. You can find us on the internet, the World Wide Web, do they still call it that, at www.foylawoffice.com. We have a wonderful office. We have a great team. Everybody here is friendly, knowledgeable, helpful, excited about real estate, engaged, and ready to assist you with your next real estate transaction. So again, Happy New Year from all of us here at Foy Law Office. I hope it's your best year ever. I think 2016 is going to be a wonderful year. I've got very high hopes, and I hope that those hopes materialize, and expect they will. So if you need anything, please call my office. Thank you for tuning into this video. It means a great deal to me. There will be more on the way. I'm probably going to try to make one a day, which means you might have 365 videos to watch this year. So again, thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. Happy January. And I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Bye-bye for now.